Let me tell you guys something. Yesterday, I watched a video from a particular YouTuber, a very popular YouTuber in this niche, okay? And this person was talking about, in fact, this person was encouraging African students to apply to the University of Iceland. Now, that is very great. But the issue here is that he mentioned some things in that video which were very false. Well, I wouldn't say false. False is a very strong statement. He mentioned some things in that video which were very inaccurate, okay? First of all, he said that for all African students who are applying into the University of Iceland, they must pay an application fee of about 35 euros to 60 euros. That is very, very inaccurate. Secondly, he mentioned that for all African students again who are applying into the University of Iceland, they must have at least six IELTS score 6 IELTS 6 score in total, okay? The general IELTS score must be 6, okay? Now this also is very, very inaccurate. Remember, this person is a very popular YouTuber in this niche. I won't call his name here, but he has over 20,000 subscribers. I believe that most of you here already know him, but I won't call his name here. Now, these two statements he mentioned in that video were very, very inaccurate, okay? That is why I always encourage people to watch my videos to the end. I don't know why people don't watch my videos to the end. I don't know why. Maybe they are boring, or maybe they are slow, or maybe the setting is not good, but I don't know why. Now, I will tell you why those two statements are very, very inaccurate, okay? But before I do that, please take note that the University of Iceland is very, very competitive, okay? It is very, very competitive. Right now, admissions are open into the University of Iceland. Admission started on the 15th of December this month, 2025, okay? So you can apply into the University of Iceland. Now, the first thing you must know is that schools in Iceland are very, very strict, okay? And the University of Iceland is also very, very strict. However, this school doesn't charge you for tuition fees. Now, any school that doesn't charge you for tuition fees, you must know that this school must be very, very competitive, okay? Not only this school, even some scholarships around the world, like the Erasmus Mundo scholarship. The first thing he said was that for African students who are applying into the University of Iceland, they must pay an application fee of about 35 to 40 euros. No, this money, this fees here was the previous fees, okay? So I want to believe that this person didn't did some research before he make this video, because I checked this morning before making this video. Now I checked this morning, the current application fee into the University of Iceland is 135 euros. Again, I repeat again, the current application fees into the University of Iceland is 135 euros, okay? For Cameroonians, this money should be about above 100k. I don't know. For Ghanaians, I don't know. Just convert it yourself, okay? And the second thing he mentioned was that all African students who are applying into the University of Iceland must have an overall IELTS score of 6 on 9. Now, this is inaccurate. I want to believe that what he meant was that there are some programs in the University of Iceland which will ask you to have at least a 6 score in each IELTS section, okay? Like, for example, the writing, the speaking, the listening, and the other part, okay? Because I don't know of a program in the University of Iceland which will ask to have 6 IELTS score, 6 overall IELTS score before you can apply. No, this school is very, very competitive, so you must have at least 6.5, 7.5 and above, okay? Please check the program before you apply, because each program has different requirements. Some programs in the University of Iceland will ask you to have at least 6.5 IELTS score on each IELTS section, okay? As earlier mentioned, the University of Iceland is completely free. It doesn't charge you for tuition fees. However, from recent studies, it shows that the University of Iceland, in fact, schools in Iceland are trying to limit the rate at which students are coming into the country, okay? So please, before you even apply for this school, make sure you check everything very, very well. And it is so unfortunate that by increasing the application fee, many African students would be able to apply into the University of Iceland, okay? Because many of us are coming from the Book community. So I believe that by increasing the application fees, many African students would be able to apply into this school. So we can see that indirectly they are achieving their goals. Now, what are the requirements to apply into the University of Iceland? First of all, if you are considering coming into this school for masters, please check your GPA. It is very, very important, because if you check the school website, it is very clear that for all master students who are coming into the University of Iceland, they must have at least 7.25 GPA on 10, okay? No schools in Iceland grade the GPA on 10, while other schools like Lady Cameroon will grade us on 4. Those in Cameroon, if you break down this 7.25 GPA on 10, it will give you about 2.9 GPA on 4. However, my advice to you is that if you are thinking of applying to this school in Iceland, please take note that you should have at least 3 GPA, okay, 3 point above, because this school is very, very competitive. Before you even apply into the University of Iceland for masters, please make sure that the GPA is very, very solid. And for those who are going in for bachelor's programs, make sure that you have your high school qualifications, okay? It is very, very important. Now for IELTS apply to both bachelor's programs and master's programs. So before you even think of going into the University of Iceland, please, you must have your IELTS ready. If you know that you don't have IELTS, please make sure that you go and do it as soon as possible, because you can't apply into this school without showing your IELTS result. No, it is compulsory, it is mandatory. You must show your IELTS result for both bachelor's programs and master's programs, okay? So please take all this into consideration. Now, those who are going in for master's programs into the University of Iceland, make sure that you have your degree and your high school qualifications ready, okay? Now, the proof of funds is very, very expensive, okay? I've talked about this before in my previous video. Go and watch that video if you want. I'll leave a link down below. Now, the proof of funds is very, very expensive. It is about 15,000 euros, okay? Now, this money is very, very expensive. Also, we have countries like Finland. If you are considering going for Finland, please note that the proof of funds there is also very, very expensive, okay? There are so many countries in Europe which have less expensive proof of funds, okay? So please, you can check those countries if you want. Or if you don't know those countries, please tell me down below in the comment section. I will make sure to drop that video as soon as possible. And this 15,000 euros for Iceland must be in your personal bank account, okay? And you must sure that this money has become in slowly into your bank account, okay? Some people make a mistake. They just take a huge amount of money and pour into their bank account, okay? Now this won't get you proof of funds into Iceland. They will know that that money was borrowed, okay? Because the account can't be silenced for long, and one day you just receive a huge amount of money into your account, and they won't accept that money as proof of funds, okay? So please take all this into consideration. Now, even though this school doesn't charge you for tuition fees, however, they might change this policy, okay? So make sure you check their website regularly until you get your visa, because things can change at any time. Now, this school doesn't charge you anything, but maybe in a couple of months time they will change this policy and they'll start asking you to pay some money for tuition. So please always make sure to check the website regularly until you get your visa, okay? Even if you have succeeded to get your admission to this school, make sure you keep checking the website, because things can change at any time, okay? So until you get your visa, before you can say that okay, you can now rest. So that'll be all for now. And please, I want to encourage you guys to watch my videos to the end. I don't know why you guys don't watch my videos to the end. Please, it is very, very important that you watch my videos to the end, because these updates are necessary, okay? And if you have any more questions about this school, about the University of Iceland, or about schools in Iceland, please tell me down below in the comment section, okay? And I will answer that question as soon as possible. Okay, thanks for watching again, and please subscribe, share the video, and like the video so that it reach out to more students who are considering applying for schools in Iceland.